Welcome to Protecting Africa show. We got brother Kola on the left hand side and brother Ayo on the right hand side, and I'm gonna be asking them a few questions about the African topic I'm covering today. Now, my first question to you guys is, in your opinion, is Africa free? Is Africa a liberated continent that is free to move in the direction it is willing to move for its development, its progress? What's your take on that? Is Africa a liberated country? Because we know Africa comes from colonization and stuff. Is Africa now a liberated country? Continent?
Yeah, Africa is a liberated continent.
Okay.
That's my own opinion.
That's your own opinion
about African.
Now, how can you say Africa is a liberated continent when it continues to do exactly what our oppressors wanted us to do, which was designed to keep us locked up in a life of pain?
Yeah.
And if you look at
slavery,
if you look at the order in Africa, it is a European order, which means it is not an order that is designed for the people of Africa. So in those conditions, how can you say Africa is a liberated continent?
In my own opinion, I'm going to say contrary to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Africa is not yet liberated.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes in future we might be a free nation or free people, because now a lot of countries in Africa, we are still depending on European. We are still, even in our legal system, our health system, all the system we are still depending on. And what I see is that indirectly we are still in a kind of a slavery. Indirectly we are still kind of slavery. Let's take this for an example. In most of our countries, all our laws, they are still con out of this English laws, English laws, and
even the judges wear those white
their system, and everybody in Africa, we want to be like European, we want to speak like European, we want to act like European, we want to build our house like European, we want to set up our house like Europeans do. And so it's like they have brainwashed us in a way that all our culture, our mentality and everything about us is gone. So we are behaving, acting and doing things like them.
Like they want us to
do. They have already taken us. You know, most of African countries, they said they have independence. They've taken independence. But yet in the right senses, we are still under the European.
Now you made a very clear and powerful point, which many of our viewers gonna agree with. That's why I oppose the brother on the left hand side by saying, how can we be free when we are totally end? But are you aware that Europe is continually working to maintain us under the enslavement, under the colonization, so that we keep feeding them, because the oppression is so that we feed them, you understand? Which means they're running a genocide against our languages, against our identity, against our culture, which means they are an enemy, because once they take away your language, your identity, your culture, you lost. You become pegged to them like a slave, because you don't know who you are. The only thing you know is what they tell you. Then
you take.
Have you seen the extent of the madness, which is they have traumatized Africans to the point some Africans lighten the skin color, pinkinize the color. And those chemicals is them who supply it. You got the point? Now African women are putting plastic hair to look like who? Like the European would. That means what they have fed us is that being African is primitive, is inferior. To look beautiful, you have to look like them. Can you call the European our friends when they do that to us? Because that's mental terrorism.
No.
They're not our friends, open. But they give us the impression through the media that they are friends. Now, in your opinion, are we supposed to be calling colored people who are mixed black people? Now, is colored people black people?
Yeah.
No, colored people are
they are mixed.
No, colored people are mixed. They're not black people. Colored people were not here before the European came. To be black, you must be like the people that were here before European came. Now, why are they calling Obama, who has a European mother, what you call white mother, and an African father, what you call black father, a black, because he is mixed? Do you think is it logical for them to do that?
No.
And in America, they have made racially mixed, and so-called black people are called as brown because we look brown. Look at you, you look chocolate there. They have made them accept that they are all black. And what happened in those cases? Blacks disappear. Because if you make a baby with a colored, your baby is colored. To make a black baby, you and your wife must be 100% blacks. And if you look at the European and American, whatever, they never call colored white. Even those who are very light like them. So they try to self-preserve. Basically, part of the oppression is to destroy us culturally and racially. So they create a whole mashup. Then you lose everything and you become slave for eternity. Now, basically that was to raise awareness. I'm just gonna ask you these questions here, right? Okay. So we're gonna quickly do. It's raining and stuff. A bit raining. Okay. For information, I used what my eyes sees to identify things, right? So I look at you guys, look brown. You look chocolate. Your hair is black. You know, your hair is black. You look brown. So I'm gonna call you brown people. And the people that call themselves white, I call them pink based on what my eye sees. Okay. My first question. My first question here is gonna be on this set of questions. Have brown people, the one you call black, have brown people been made to hate themselves by pink people or pink media? In your opinion, what you think about have we been made to hate ourselves?
Exactly.
Somehow.
So because when a people are now putting chemical to look like other people, when people are putting plastic hair, I've seen parents who beat even their child because the child spoke the mother language. They speak English or whatever. You got the point. So that's making you hate yourself, right? Now, these people are our enemies. What do you think? Because they make us hate ourselves. I mean, if people make you hate you, that means they're turning you like an animal. No, lower than an animal, because animal doesn't hate himself. I mean, animal, love is kind. You understand? They make us, okay, we go. Okay, the next question was, do Africans hate themselves? Which is true, right? Which is caused by the European. Are pink people mentally colonizing us as we speak through the total hegemony of our information sector to turn us into mere slaves in our brains? Are pink people mentally colonizing us?
Mentally
as we speak?
Today they are still colonizing us mentally.
And because your mind is what drives you. You know, you do what your mind, which means they control physically.
They've brainwashed us from the beginning. And
it's going on.
Still going on.
You agreed, you know that Africans still have there are still African languages that are spoken, right? That means we can use those languages to replace their languages, because their languages are the basis of their colonization, right? Because if you look at everywhere in Europe, they speak their own language. The French speak French, the English speak English, the Portuguese speak Portuguese,
Spanish.
But they have made us feel like speaking our languages is going backward or being inferior.
We speak their language.
Chinese speak Chinese, Korean speak Korean. So Arabs speak Arab. So the whole world speak their language. Only us. They make us feel like it's bad to speak our own languages. Now, very interesting. Right now, everything on TV is pink people content. Do you agree with that, right?
Yes.
It is so much that even the brown people content is not even brown anymore. It's brown people acting pink. You know, on the thing. Are they killing our humanity by trying to make us something we're not?
Yes.
Clear. Very interesting. What is the impact of this massive? What is the impact of this massive pink images propaganda on us as human beings? Is it killing our Africanism, our Africanity, and making us turn into
pink people?
Because look at, if you watch them all the time,
you want to be like them.
And the impression is like them, they're better than us. That means will you support that African government? Right now we got puppets anyway. Let's say the day we got a true African government. Do you support that we stop that hegemony, we ban the content from destroying us like you do. Do you support that we uproot the images from our airwaves? Because in Europe they don't watch us. They don't watch. The only time they watch us is when we kill. They show violence and stuff. So do you support that in Africa we don't allow the images to be shown like whatever? That means we uproot it because it's destroying us. You understand?
Yes,
because these are not people we have to treat lightly, because it's total madness. You agree with me, right?
Yeah.
So you support that we uproot the medias and images from Africa, right? To end the destruction, right? Good. Okay, the next question gonna be: do you support that we end this genocide against our value? Because there's a genocide going on by cutting this uncivilized, colonizing, and destroying content of the USA and European Union from our home. Do you support that we end that, right?
Yes.
Very interesting. USA EU content have no right to dominate our airwaves like this. We do. Who do you think on the TV side allows such madness that is erasing our own values to go on? Who do you think is allowing this content, this European total hegemony to go on?
It's our government.
It's a guy which they control.
Yeah.
Because there's neo-colonization, like you know. Movies, media convey a people culture. Brown nation and pink nation do not share the same.
It's a pink guy, man.
That's a ping.
Okay, movies and media convey people culture, right? Brown nations and pink nation do not share the same culture. By having the content colonizing our airwaves, these people want to erase our own cultures. That's true of us, right?
Yeah,
true, right?
True.
Already the impact of the content is such as African value are disappearing. Many have already disappeared. Do you support that we stop this abomination which is going on?
Yeah.
Very interesting. Any closing argument you'd like to make, any comment, anything, please say it. Our viewers are going to be able to hear, because this is about raising awareness to the genocide that Africans are facing, because we're facing, I mean, they reduce us to, even our image in the world is a very ugly one.
Yeah.
It's not us who have given our image to the world, it's them, because the media is the one that take that image there, because most of the world people have not been to Africa, only a few, and it's them who convey that image. Any closing argument you like, because this is not normal, it's not human. We are human beings, and these people are treating us, turning us into I don't know what. Because if you hate to be you, who are you? Nobody. So any closing argument do you guys would like to make?
I think Africans, we should just stand on our feet, that we are Africans. So I don't think the pink, as you said, should rule our life, because right now they are making us to look as if we are nothing.
Yeah.
And we are something. So Africans, we should just stand on our feet. We are Africans.
That means we have to end the neo-colonization that is going on.
Yeah.
So how can we